Okay, we're back. That is a shot of the control unit mounted on a piece of plywood underneath my stairwell. As you can see there, that one white cable coming out the right side is a network cable. I think it's a 10-footer, and it goes down to my first connection, and I'll show you that in a minute. Again, all the cables that he sends you, the network cables 25 foot are green. The sensor cables, I forget how long they are. I think they're like 10 foot or something like that. So anyway, so you can see there the unit's green, it's running, it's on standby, and then there down on the bottom, the connector on the right side is what my dust collector is plugged into. Okay, I have a 2 horsepower 220 volt unit. Okay. The wire on the left is the line power coming in from the jack, which is behind the dust. Well, right there it is. You can see it. Okay, and again, that's what. And I had the cable, so I didn't have to go buy that. But anyway, so you can see there. That's the connector. Okay. Now, I'll zoom out here. Okay, you can see on the other side of the wall there in the distance is my 12-inch joiner, grizzly joiner. I've got my first connector comes off of the joiner, comes in. That is connection number 1. That's where that white cable goes into first. From there, I have another cable that feeds out that comes over to my planer. Now my planer is a great big old 3-phase giant north field planer. So that it's got a 5 horsepower direct drive motor there. So that orange cable you see coming down the wall, that's a direct line that comes down from my rotary phase converter. And you see there, that's the sensor. And that just simply clamps around the wire. That little black plastic you fit behind the cable, and then you clamp that on. It just snaps right on, and then you plug that cable in. And I just wrapped it around there to keep the cable out. That cable you see there has got the 3-phase going into my input in my planer. Alright, then it comes down, plugs into the sensor on that unit, comes up line, and I've got a network cable that comes up and plugs into that one. That one is hooked into my Grizzly 17-inch bandsaw. Okay, and its sensor, you can see it right there. I plugged into the wall, come over, and I just put the sensor right there and bundled up the wire and tucked it out of the way. So it's plugged in right there. So whenever I turn on that bandsaw, and that's the one I want to do for the test, it will actually open that gate. There'll be a pause while it's opening it, and then it'll fire up the unit. Okay, that all comes into that one input there. I've got a 5-inch main there, and then 2 4-inches, and then off of that I have the one that comes out to there, and that one is the last one in the chain right now, only because I haven't got the other 2 hooked up yet. And then that one goes out, feeds out, goes over, and that's where the saw stop's plugged in, and then I have that 25-foot cable going in under the case, and it's wrapped around the sensor is on the wire in there. Okay, works like a charm. So now what I want to do is I'm going to demonstrate this thing, and again, I love the off-the-shelf stuff. So I'm going to lock this thing down. I'm going to zoom. There we go. Now I'm going to go operate the bandsaw. And you'll see how this thing operates. And you can see there it ran, cleared out the line, cut itself off, and then the motor actuated and closed the gate. Really a cool system. I want to zoom back out. And show you what the control panel looks like when it's run. You can see there it's glowing red. And it's closed. So anyway, that's it for a quick review of the grngate. I love them. I cannot wait to get the manual one in and get it installed. So if you got a chance, go visit that dude's website. Again, I have no financial backing in this thing other than the fact that I think it's super cool and really like it. Y'all take care.